How you guys doing? I have something I want to show you. It's been a project for a long time. Way back when the HKUSC to UMP conversion was big. Well, I got into it and I bought a USC, converted it to UMP, and did the whole SBR with 7-inch, well, almost 8-inch barrel, blah blah blah. Well, and I'll probably do a review on that gun sometime. I gotta get some steel plates fixed, but but anyway, I was up late one night on the website Sturmgewehr, and I found a guy who was selling a used advanced armament Defender UMP suppressor, and I grabbed it. Boy, was it used. And what you see before you has kind of been a just a project. There are times I pick it up and then I forget about it for several years, but you can see on this cap, you can see the marks in it as I spin it in the light. These marks up here. When I got this Defender suppressor, it had these marks in it, and this whole cap, if I spin it, you can see irregularities all the way around. Someone had got this stuck on their real UMP and took a pair of channel locks to try to get it off. Also, I'll show you what this piece is in a minute, but you see this tab, it was bent, so I had to have that fixed. And the baffle stack, it was all wore out, but I cleaned them and I just kept chugging with it. The end cap, it had a domed end cap, and I sent it out and had this new end cap made with the two spanner pin holes in it. I don't care for these, but it's better than the domed cap that it had. Now you can set it flat on its face without it falling over because of the dome top that it had. Here's your latch for your Defender. If you guys own one, this is what it looks like inside, your latch. And on your cap, you can see what it looks like inside, kinda, because I don't have very good light. Let me see here if this will help you out. You got two holes there for springs to keep it pushed up. I have the springs, they're in a cleaning solution right now, so I can't show them to you. But you can see all the fucked up marks on it. Anyway, here's the stack. Now this is not the original Defender stack, but we'll get into that. Get this set over here. Now here's the back side of the Defender. See if I can get some light on that for you. And then if we can do inside the tube, maybe. Hopefully that'll help you out there, just to get an idea. I'm not going to assemble this for you in this video. Here's just your little shim spacer. I finally decided it's time to do the work to this to get it looking good. And I'm going to hopefully just kind of smooth this up, get it looking better, refinish it, this cap needs refinished in a quality epoxy paint. I think this is just Krylon. And I cleaned this all today, and the cleaner I use stripped that Krylon off the face. And the actual can itself, as you can see there, Advanced Armament serial is covered up. Now you're not going to see this in the video, but this anodizing towards the end is faded. It's like a burnt color. Now there's also a set screw here. And essentially what happens, I will show you this much. The spacer goes in first. It's gotta make sure that there's no burrs here. Anyway, spacer goes in. Then your assembled back cap with the latch in it threads onto the outside. If I can do this while looking at the camera. There we go. Anyway, without getting that stuck on there, that goes on the outside. Now, you have to imagine this. When you stick this on the gun, your UMP barrel wedges into that shim, okay? And if you ever notice on a UMP, on the bottom of the barrel is a keyway, and this pin goes in that keyway to keep this from spinning on your barrel. The set screw goes into that V-notch, as you can see where I've get this to focus here. You can see all the little marks in the V-notch. That's where I've used the set screw. And, you know, tightened it on. The set screw keeps this and the suppressor from spinning on your barrel. But here's the thing. When you get your can assembled, you have got to go outside, and here's what I do. I start with the latch in the 12 o'clock position, straight up on the barrel, and I shoot around, see how close it is to where the optic's sighted in. Then I spin the suppressor 90, shoot around. Then I go to the 6 and the 9. Out of those 4 positions, whatever one is closest to the point of aim, say 12. Then I start splitting that. And I go a little bit, and I go a little bit, and I go a little bit, and I go a little bit. Once the gun is shooting with the suppressor at point of aim, point of impact, wherever that might be in the clock system, then I tighten this set screw down, and now we're good to go. The suppressor is, quote unquote, sighted in. I picked up the suppressor for like $200. The first baffle, I mean the baffles were eroded as hell. Well, when I jailbroke the thing and I got the new cap made and everything, I got a hold of Advanced Armament and I said, listen, I have an old Defender suppressor. The baffles need rebuilt. Something needs done with it. And they told me to send it in. I got an email like a week after it was sent in that they were sending it back. I said, what kind of baffles did you put in it? They said they had modified some Tyrant baffles that are anodized. See, the Defender baffles in my can, the original ones, were not anodized. So they sent me some anodized Tyrant baffles, And this is essentially like a tyrant, kind of a tyrant stack. And there will be a part 2 to this video where I reassemble it, but I don't want to show you the assembly only to tear it back apart, because this, the lock is has always been a sandblasted, and it's really dirty, and I want to get it sandblasted again. I want to tape this off and do like a Cerakote or something over this. I'm hoping that this is still visible, otherwise I'll have to take the paint all off again, but I want to Cerakote this all and then tape this off again and re-sandblast this, tape the threads, and bring that back to that clean sandblasted look. And like I told you, clean these nicks out of this, repaint this, and once the paintwork's all done, then what I like to do is I like to put frog paste in the tube. I like to coat each baffle in frog paste, and snap the whole stack back together, slide it down in the tube. The caps, I usually put anti-seize on all the threads, and I want to get it all cleaned. Well, it's clean, but I want to get it all painted. I want to get it all frogged up. I prefer the frog because it sits in a paste, and then when I do go out and shoot, it heats up and it fills the gaps. You know, it runs down in any gaps, and when I go to break it apart later down the road to clean it again, I just heat it up. I just lightly heat the tube with just a little propane torch, and that heats the frog up, and then the stack just pushes right out. It's real easy. Plus, with everything coated in frog, it just keeps the stack cleaner. You can see the carbon here on this stack. It's the light gray looking colors that you see here. But I wanted to make this as short as possible, but basically what you see in front of you, minus the springs for the latch, that's pretty much your Advanced Armament Defender. I know that I had a very early model, according to what I've been reading, and the late models had a flat face cap, and I really wish I had a later model. I think those are probably the better ones, but my stack, like I said, according to what Advanced Armament told me, my stack is a Tyrant stack. I'm happy with that. The end cap, I'm happy with it. It'd be cool if it had some weird looking machine work done in the face and a tool, you know, to disassemble, because I think these pins for spanners, I think that's kind of an outdated look, but you know, it just is what it is. I've had my I'm gonna, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's a UMP, but I've had my USC to UMP clone for about 10 years, and I'm pretty much satisfied with it. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I can take shots out to 100 yards on a 12 by 12 steel plate. I can do that all day long. It's been nothing but reliable for me, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. So here's just a short rundown. When I come back with part 2, everything will be fixed and painted, and you know, hopefully everything will come out real nice, and then I'll show you how to reassemble this. And after the reassembly video, there might be a part 3 to show you about quote-unquote sighting in the point of aim impact with this particular suppressor. So just subscribe and stay tuned, because I can probably get most of this done within a week, I hope. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.